Although everyone is innocent until proven guilty, we did confirm this morning that our suspect's DNA has been a positive match to the DNA that we suspected to belong to our suspect at the scene.
That was Arkansas State Police Director Colonel Mike Hager offering an update on how police able to bring Andrew McGann into custody for the deadly attack on a family last weekend at Devil's Den State Park.
And we have video of the moment he was taken into custody last night at a barber shop in Springdale. After this, he was booked into the Washington County Jail, where he remains tonight ahead of his first court date tomorrow morning. Well, now that an arrest has been made, investigators are able to start piecing together the puzzle of what they say has been an extremely difficult case.
Yeah, 5 News reporter Bo Russell has been following the case since hour one pretty much and begins our team coverage tonight. Bo?
Darren Morgan, this has been a stressful case for everyone involved. Law enforcement said earlier today that the seemingly random nature of the case made it difficult to crack.
Nothing about this case is what I would call conventional. In my 27 years that I've been with the state police, this is probably one of the most heinous that we've had.
Major Stacy Rhodes oversees the Arkansas State Police Criminal Investigation Division.
In a typical investigation, we use what we call victimology, and you can usually kind of pinpoint something that a victim has done or the circumstances they're in, where we had no way to do that in this case.
We now know that witnesses told police that they saw a man matching McGann's description leaving the park.
He was injured. I do not know the specifics of those injuries. I do know that his injuries resulted in blood loss, and it was that blood loss that allowed us to establish a DNA profile to begin with, and it was that DNA profile that was matched today against our suspect.
State Police Director Colonel Mike Hagar suggested later in Thursday's news conference that McGann's injuries were the result of Clinton Brink defending his family. We've also learned that the public played a large role in the capture of McGann.
But the information that was put out and the request for information back from the public directly resulted in this person being brought into custody.
This information led police to Lupita's Beauty Salon, where officers arrested McGann Wednesday evening. Court documents obtained by 5 News say McGann later admitting to the killings after being arrested.
During an interview with investigators, the suspect indicated that he did commit these murders.
McGann is currently charged with 2 counts of capital murder, which is punishable by the death penalty in Arkansas. He's in the Washington County Jail without bond.
This case certainly has the aggravators that exist where a jury should get to decide what the punishment for this defendant is. It is my intention to pose that to a jury. So the state will not be waiving the death penalty in this case.
Investigators say McGann stabbed Clinton Brink first as his wife took their children to safety before returning to help her husband. She was also stabbed to death. Police are working to determine a motive for the attack in this case. McGann will have his first court appearance at 8:30 tomorrow morning. And I do want to add that investigators say the FBI is still looking into if McGann could possibly be tied to any other cases previously around the country. I'm Bo Russell, 5 News.
Thank you, Bo. And during today's news conference, state police also urged the public to respect the privacy of the family that Clinton and Kristen Brink leave behind, and also ask people to consider the impact it could have on victims when they speculate about this case publicly on social media.
Please be sensitive to the fact that there's a family that's grieving. It's hard to express, because I can't understand it, what they're going through. Misinformation hurts. Speculation hurts. When they read things, when we talked to them earlier today, they expressed that to us, that they're reading things in social media, they're reading things that are just simply not true. People are speculating, they're talking about things that are not factual, and it hurts.
A GoFundMe made to help the family has so far raised tens of thousands of dollars to cover the funeral expenses. GoFundMe did confirm to 5 News that the fundraiser, which is organized by Sherry Reed of Arizona, is verified. So if you'd like to help with these expenses, you can find a link to this on our website, 5newsonline.com. Our team coverage continues right now in Springdale at the salon and barber shop where McGann was taken into custody yesterday. 5 News reporter Kayla Davis has a reaction from the person who says she was cutting his hair when police arrived. Kayla.
5 News spoke with Adriana Ruiz today, who recalls the moments when Andrew McGann was arrested during a haircut at Lupita's Beauty Hair Salon in Springdale. Most notably, she says he wanted a haircut that would keep his face hidden. Just minutes later, police surrounded the salon and took him into custody. It was a typical Wednesday at Lupita's Beauty Hair Salon in Springdale for Adriana Ruiz, a hairdresser at the shop for the last 11 years. But things quickly changed after one man who seemed to be a normal client sat in her chair.
Something fell off about him. He looked pretty scary. He didn't look like he was okay. He was very timid.
Ruiz says she had no idea the man in her chair was wanted in connection to the deadly Devil's Den attack.
His eyes just looked sunken, pretty kind of like soulless.
McGann is the man accused of killing Clinton and Kristen Brink in Devil's Den on Saturday. 5 minutes into the haircut, officers surrounded the salon and took McGann into custody.
I was surprised. I was shocked. Because me and my sisters were talking days before, like, hey, you know, I wonder where this guy could be. They haven't caught him yet. And I saw him here, and I just had chills.
Ruiz says her heart goes out for Brink's 3 daughters left behind after the attack.
My thoughts and prayers are with you all. I couldn't sleep last night thinking about them.
Ruiz says upon speaking to McGann, her instincts immediately told her something was off. She now says that she can recognize him from the sketch previously released by law enforcement, saying that sketch looks just like him, only now he has a smaller build. I'm live in Springdale, covering news where you live. Kayla Davis, 5 News.